Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, now we are going to study how early man traveled. Yes, so we are studying the story of early man, evolution of early man, and his inventions. Yes, and in this chapter, we will be studying about his invention of whale. Because of his invention only, today we are easily traveling from one place to another, and many industrial development also started on that basis only. So we should be very thankful to this early man. Yes, now we'll see how the early man was a traveler. As the villages become bigger in size and number, the early man wanted to travel from one place to another. Yes, you all have seen he had settled life. He started living in one place, but at the same time it again created they could not live all at one place. They needed to move from one place to another, also in need of other things, other comforts. So he needed to from move to place now. So how he would travel? First, can you imagine how they would be traveling? Yes, first at that time there were no transport facilities, so they have to move on their foot. Yes, of course, on their foot only. Many of men's relatives and friends lived in other villages. Yes, so first thing was to meet them. Yes, and today at the lockdown time also you need now you feel that you should move or meet your friends, relatives, but no, never. You can't move anywhere. Now, in this pandemic situation, you have to stay safe at your home only. So, now to meet them, the early man started to travel on foot, but he realized that it was very tiring and difficult to travel in the cold, hot, rainy weather, and also the fear of wild animals that they would eat it. So what they were doing, they thought over what to do and come up with a solution. Yes, they were thinking there can be any, if they have discovered so many things, inventions, so they will come to a solution for this problem also, and they came. Now the early man began using his tame animals to carry him from place to place. Yes, they started their domesticated animals as horses, donkeys, camels to carry their loads and also to carry them also. Yes, you might have seen in some movies or stories, horse cart was called as tonga, camel cart, bullock cart. Yes, to move from place to place and carry their loads. Now, so it was about on their food on the land. Now, if they want to move in water, what they would be doing? Man also discovered the other way to travel. As his villages was close to the river, and he often went there to collect water. And at that time, they went near the water and they need to cross the river. So what they observed? That tree logs and branches floated in water, and yes, you all know that this man was the early man was very intelligent. His thinking power was very high. So he observed and noticed that log of tree or branches were floating. So he used his mind for this, and an idea came to his mind. He decided to make a raft by tying together small logs of wood. Raft means making a big square piece like of woods so that he could sit and move from one place to another. So he made a raft by tying together small logs of wood. He also dug a deep hollow into thick and large logs of wood and made boat also. With this raft, he also made a boat also to help him. Man used his car, rafts and boats to travel. Now he used rafts and boats to move from place to place, because as they were living near the rivers, they needed to travel other parts. So this was how the early man traveled on water. Now, how he traveled on the land? At times, the early man did not have animals to carry his loads. Then he would load his things on cart and put it along with him. This proved to be very difficult as the routes and tracks were bumpy. Yes, see how he was moving? He was carrying the loads on his domesticated animals, but thus roads were very bumpy, rough terrain. Often his things fell off his sledge cart. Besides, the cart was very heavy to drag along from place to place. It was like a sledge without wheels. Yes, and it was difficult also to carry it on a rough terrain. So still he was thinking, okay, what can be the solution for this problem, and he had to overcome this problem. So now he moved toward the big invention. The early man was frustrated and wanted a good mode to travel. Yes, because it was difficult now as his family was growing. Lot of things were to carry. Earlier he was only alone. He could jump from one tree to another, but now with lot of things to carry with him. So he was frustrated. It must have happened that one day, while walking along the foot of mountain, he saw the big and small stones, rocks rolling down from the mountain top. Yes, as you all know, that the early man was superior intelligent. He observed. What he observed? That you might have also seen on rocks, mountains. Okay, rocks are falling, coming, rolling down. So he used his mind. Okay, he can also do this thing. These rocks must have blocked his way. Man must have tried to move them out of the way and found that rocks moved easily. This was because they were round in shape and might have got an idea from this, and as these rocks were rolling down, the early man got an idea. He picked some big and strong round rocks and put them under his sledge cart, and thus the first wheel was invented. Now, with this idea, he decided to attach or to join these rocks to his cart, and with this his cart would be moving. So in this way, the early man made his first invention of wheel. Clear, students? Again, how he made? The early man observed or noticed that some rocks or big stones were rolling down from the mountain tops. So he used the same thing to attach to his cart, and he could make these wheels, made this wheel to move down from the mountain tops or carrying his sledges. Now the early man also noticed that even with the wheels, his cart still do not move easily. He now realized that the stone should be of the same size. He experimented some more and cut out round pieces of wooden logs. Yes. Now, what he observed that rocks were rolling down, so he did the same thing. But they needed of same size. A different size were there, so it was difficult to move on the rough terrain. Now, he modified the stones. What he did? He made them of same shape, and instead of these stones, he used wooden logs and gave them round shape and gave the shape of wheel to them. These wheels were lighter, faster, and helped early man to travel over longer distances. Yes, see, stone to that wheels were harder and heavy also, but these wooden logs were from which he made the round shapes were very lighter and easily and helpful in traveling the long distance. Men's domestic animals like ox, horse were willing to pull his wheel, sledge and cart. Now he was taking the help of his domesticated animals, horse, cart, bullock cart, camel cart. This is what we call that today Tonga. Now you might have visited this. See, in earlier in our state in Ajmer there were Tongas. In Jaipur also you can still find Tongas. Horse cart is called as Tongas. Or in the movies we can see old movies. Now the wheel was useful invention. See, the one of the movie I can tell you that was of Amitabh Bachchan and Hema Malini. Hema Malini was driving that Tonga. Basanti was her name in that. You can try to watch this. Okay. So now we move to our own chapter. The wheel was useful invention. Very useful, because of that only we are traveling now. Machines are working. It needed less effort and bore the burden of heavy cart easily. It is saved time and reduced the distance. It was also very helpful in pot making also. Presently these wheels are helpful in running the machines. Yes, these wheels we can see in the aeroplanes also, which is the fastest means of transportation. This was how the early man made the invention of wheel and different uses of the wheel, students. Okay. So now the last topic is the changes for better. Yes. So students, changes are happening, and without change life cannot be. We are also the bored with the same thing, same routine every day. So changes are for the better. The early man's life kept becoming better and better. Yes, as the first chapter you studied that early man was like an ape man. Yes, wandering life he did, jumping like animal, ate raw foods, vegetables, everything. In second chapter you saw the invention of wheel. He discovered how he invented the milk. And in third chapter we have seen how he invented the wheel, how he walked, how he traveled. So with the time he discovered metals and improved his utensils and tools. Yes, first he used wooden tools, then stone tools. Now he discovered the metal also. So the first metal was copper, which was discovered by this man, early man. And the copper was very soft metal. Then later on he discovered other metals as bronze, iron. And now today the iron is called as the backbone of the industries. Yes, all the industries you can see in your room around itself, everything is made from iron. You may have furniture, these windows, doors, tables, chairs, everything is made from iron. And these discoveries were so important that the periods of these discoveries were referred as Copper Age, Bronze Age and Iron Age respectively. Today is the time we can call as Iron Age. The first metal discovered, so it was Copper Age. The second metal was the bronze, so it was called as Bronze Age. And the third and the present age is the Iron Age. The first villages grew into towns and then into cities. People started to freely mingle and travel over long distances. And they were doing different types of works. Earlier, they were domesticating animals. Now, they started different works as weaving, blacksmithing, pot making, gardening, vending, vegetables selling, farming, fishing, everything. Many different occupations evolved. Occupations led to trading. With this, the need to have peace and order was felt. So, men and women choose their representatives by holding elections, and thus the first government was formed. Yes, now as they started living in groups, more families became. Now markets were there, they were selling things from one place to another, so there was need of rules and regulations, and in this way the first government was formed. And although it took thousands and thousands of years for these changes to take place, one after another, today our life is legacy of the early man. Yes, students. So this was the story of early man. I hope you have enjoyed this about from the evolution of the early man to the present their life.